I'm saving one.
Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown! It's time to get your foes and toss them around in do-si-do. Tonight we have two amazing matches for you here. Two from the Pro Series, one from Black and one from the Pink Conference. First up, we have GermanShep from For the Boys taking on RayC from Cirque du Soul Fragment. And after that, we have from the Pink Conference, Yachster from Corrupted Clown Fiesta taking on Hickit from Sushi Rats. And what better people to bring these fantastic matches than the foes themselves of THL, the two people that hate themselves the most, me, BrushyTuna, and my most hated person ever, RonMexico. How you doing, Ron?
Do-si-do, huh?
I was trying to rhyme as I was going, and
yeah,
I don't
all
plan
right.
these monologues here.
No, it's
They
cool.
just
It's
go.
cool.
Yep.
Good to be here. Excited as always to make an idiot out of you and myself. We've got the lovely Saku keeping us in check partially,
Not
hopefully.
Really. No. I put you guys in the playpen together. You guys just have to play nice
Yep.
while the stream
Good
is
stuff.
going, and then off the screen, it's like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Saku just turns on the stream and then just walks away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, nah, they're good. There's no
They're
stopping those
fine.
fools.
They're fine. They're perfectly fine.
It's a good call. I like it.
So let's go over the quick deck list if you guys are ready to rumble.
Ron, I will
Absolutely.
take RayC's deck list, so that way you don't even have to say the name of the one class here for you today.
Solid.
You know, I may not like you, but at least I won't even have my worst enemies say this deck list name here.
Hey, what a guy.
So first, RayC, we got the old school Evolve Shaman. We have the Secret Rogue. Then we have ETC Warrior with a Elysiana at the top. CMAC enthusiasts everywhere are shaking in their boots. And then at the end, we have Highlander Priest here for RayC. Ron, what kind of decks would RayC be looking for here against GermanShep?
So this is interesting. I just got to note this is exactly the same as what RayC brought last week. Definitely looks like a rollover, especially looking at Evolve Shaman dropping off some points and double Sticky Finger still being run in Evolve Shaman for RayC, which looks a little bit dangerous. On GermanShep's side, we've got a Zoo Warlock, we've got a Broom Paladin, a Soul Demon Hunter. My man, GermanShep. That is beautiful seeing that get brought here. And then, of course, a Whirl Kick Rogue. I really like all four of GermanShep's deck lists here. I think he's got a slight edge on just deck lists alone, but both of these players hanging out in the top 100 legend should be a really interesting and exciting match. Whether or not, there might be some imbalance in deck lists, it could also be just something more comfortable on both player sides.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, also note for GermanShep's list, he's sticking with the Loot Hoarder build in this Broom Pally over the Blessing of Wisdoms, which we've seen if you've been paying close attention to deck lists as much as certain people do. It's been going back and forth between these Loot Hoarders, these novices, or the new hotness is the Blessing of Wisdoms. So GermanShep opting to keep it with that kind of original Broom Pally list with those Loot Hoarders there.
For sure. I did think we might actually see GermanShep still go on the extra spicy side. I believe you brought like Highlander Mage last week, but he's going a little bit more conservative this time with four lists that are generally recognized as at least being probably tier 2 at worst.
Yeah.
But this looks pretty good. I am also interested in the Loot Hoarder bring in Paladin that has kind of fallen out of favor lately. But I mean, it's still got a reasonable amount of game and still does what Broom Paladin wants to do with just a little bit more card draw to get to their late game and going off with, drawing those Libram Wisdoms, getting them discounted, and calling you a loser over and over and over until you finally die.
That sounds like one of our 3 a.m. adventures here in Discord.
Absolutely.
But anything about the Soul DH Ron that you find interesting? I know you've been people of THL and people who might have seen your stream know you are still on that Soul DH train. Anything particularly interesting about GermanShep's 30 here for his?
Just looks like he's going a little bit more on the blocking aggro build, like the double Soul Shear, the double Blade Dance, the double Relentless Pursuit, only a single Consume Magic. A lot of times you might run only one Consume Magic if you're planning on banning Rogue, which never seems like a bad idea from really from any lineup standpoint. Rogue is kind of insane. So I can see this definitely having a lot of game. Most of the build though is pretty generally accepted as, like, you know, he's got 26 plus cards that are in basically every Soul DH build, and then the rest there's always just some slight variation. I think this is planning to hedge a little bit more for any aggression that the Demon Hunter might see.
Nice, yeah. I know sometimes there's onesies and twosies of things, like sometimes you cut down on some things around double, like Consume Magics or stuff like that. So yeah, definitely see that play where GermanShep's just like, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna see aggro. Let's put in as much anti-aggro into this as possible. But
of course, we really don't see a whole lot of aggro on RayC's side. The Evolved Shaman is a thing in and of itself, which could be crazy. Priest aggro. Yeah. Sure.
Well, you know
and Rogue would be probably the most aggressive, and I could easily see that eating the ban.
Yeah, Glee brought a Murloc Priest once upon a time when available for.
I don't
That's
want to
fantastic.
talk about Murlocs.
Anyway, both players are matched up, so if we are ready, I will.
Yes, send them.
Let's do it.
Them.
Do we have the bans in?
Oh, snap! I didn't even look. So
refresh my page.
Being
F5 for all those cool cats. All right, looks like GermanShep banned RayC's Warrior.
Oh.
And RayC banned GermanShep's Rogue. So we'll have Demon Hunter, Pally, and Warlock for GermanShep taking on RayC's Priest, Rogue, Shaman.
Right on. So we did get a Rogue ban, not as I expected from GermanShep, but RayC saying, get that Whirl Kick Rogue out of here. And must have been the Elysiana. Got scared. GermanShep's like, I'm not dealing with an Elysiana deck. Get that out of here.
Get that out of here. I don't feel like playing for 4 hours. Let's get that out of here. You know, I feel bad for whoever that BrushyTuna opponent is this week in Pro.
Yeah.
BrushyTuna guy was a madman and brought 2 Elysianas.
2 Elysianas.
2.
So
what kind of lunatic would do such a thing?
On the bottom, spectates for our casters, and GermanShep will be on.
Sweet.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
I see eyeballs. Let's go.
Possible. You can't see your own eyeballs.
I didn't say they were mine.
Oh.
All right, we start off RayC bringing the Shaman and GermanShep bringing the Warlock here. I thought that said Warrior for a second because my name was blocking the war part, and then I looked at the portrait, and that was N'Zoth, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not a Warrior.
So you're telling me, Ron, that
yeah, he was going to bring a class he didn't even have in his lineup.
No. You don't look at the hero portrait to identify what class. You look at the name.
There's too many portraits, man.
You could just look at the hero power, man.
Oh, you right.
Oh my.
Smart.
Top 200 legend player here, RonMexico, can't even identify who his opponent is.
Hey, it just says the name in the top left. It's easy.
We'll go with the
really nice start for RayC here. He's already got Horde Pillager in hand. He's able to get this Cage Match Custodian out and holding Lightning Bloom for the Knuckles. He's going to be evolving some stuff pretty quick.
Ron, what's that old saying? First we draw the nuts.
Match. We draw the nuts. Then we wait a few turns and, kind of try to get the nuts out.
We equip the nuts.
And then we hit him with the nuts.
But this is a little bit less powerful hit with the nuts. 3-2. We'll see. We'll see how much that hurts RayC in this matchup here. Ooh, Faceless Slacky's pretty good in this matchup.
Very nice to flood the board and compete on board with the Zoo Warlock. Of course, GermanShep holding that Dark Lair with the hero power already discounted can start drawing and get more mana.
Oh, the manas. We'll go back up to 2 mana after the hero power here. We might see a Wicked Whisper first. Looks like GermanShep's considering buffing this board before tapping, just in case he discards something else. Wants to ensure that maybe he discards the other Whisper.
I think you probably always want to buff the Dark Lair too, though. You
Well, I was
don't
saying,
wanna miss that.
Dark Lair and then maybe play the Wicked before you tap, just in case he
Oh,
drew like a Flame Imp or something. He doesn't want to discard the Flame Imp. Just possibilities running through your head of like what's the correct order on this.
Yeah, hard to say because you don't love discarding your other Whispers either.
Nope.
But this is totally fine. Sets up some reasonable value trades, I suppose. Not great with the way the board is currently laid out, but this Jailer can go ahead and clean up the 2/2, and the Tour Guide cleaning up the 1/1 keeps the strongest board possible. RayC, crucially, because he overloaded on that last turn, is not able to bloom out the Bogspine Knuckles right now. Pretty much just faced with the option to play Novice or press the button. Card draw good.
Yeah. Now the real question is, are we trading both minions or leaving up Dark Lair? Looks like we're just gonna leave up the Dark Lair.
I think he doesn't want the Dark Lair to die because with Desert Hare Revolve in hand is a really big pickup with Hare, he has the option to actually take Dark Lair out of the Raised Dead death pool. Of course, Raised Dead being drawn means GermanShep might just rip it right now just to get more mana and get those additional minions on board.
Especially with this
Wouldn't
Flesh Giant pickup here means 100% we're gonna play this Raised Dead here.
Oh yeah. Flesh Giant all of a sudden playable right now. And I think if you're Shep, you just want to jam it on this board.
Yeah. I wonder if he's thinking about playing his 1-drop in a Rascal.
Rascal's not bad to deny RayC's power turns for a little bit longer. Of course, Lightning Bloom gets right around that.
But like, what's the power turn at 4 that like you're stopping by setting them to 3? Like Bloom still gets you there. So.
I think you just like GermanShep wants to play that giant. He just throws it out on the board. I think you always want to get that giant down right then if you can. I like the trade as well. Just keep the board as small as possible. Protect the giant as much as you can. And now RayC's kind of in a bad spot. Yeah, just has to rip the Hare Revolve and pray.
Yep. Oh.
Wow.
That's a pretty good 8-drop for GermanShep.
That is not the brand that RayC was hoping for.
Or the 4/4 Beast guy that summons Beast.
No, that guy's a 7-drop.
Oh, is he 7? I thought he was an 8-drop this whole time. Oh well, he's garbage and no one plays him, so regardless. Still nice.
Really nice pickup for Shep as well with the Mosher. Can get additional life gain if he wants, since the Dreadlord on board is a demon right now. May just prefer to get some more tempo on the board and save that for the future.
Yeah. Probably Tour Guide tap and reassess, or even Spear Jailer. We can play, I guess, all the 1-drop Spear Jailer, Tour Guide, and Rascal.
The reasoning behind maybe playing that Jailer first is put the frags in deck first and then try to draw them. Looks like you might not be tapping here. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we tap next turn. This is a no tap. No tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
There he goes, pushes 5 damage. Very strong board still for RayC to overcome, and we'll see if RayC can try to start swinging things around with the Bloom and the Knuckles. Another Bloom in hand, too.
Yeah, this Bloom's going to be good next turn. Maybe hopefully get out of the Derailed Coaster or something to try to fight back on this board.
See what the evolves are.
Ooh, a taunt and a Lifesteal. Yeah.
Lifesteal Reborn, really obnoxious for the Warlock to want to have to deal with here.
See what GermanShep wants to do, but I think we just start off with a tap here. Tap, get an extra card.
Yeah, you've got 5
Reset.
mana. You press the button, you have another card, and you still have 5 mana. What's not to like?
You could have 6 mana. But he did it to himself and put him back on 5.
Looks like he wants to just get this matron down here.
So why would he? So playing the matron before would ensure that like you don't discard.
Oh, there's a giant
top deck. So now he can't play this matron this turn.
That is a huge draw, though, finding the giant.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna go Mosher.
I don't love the Mosher because you can't play giant right now.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, life change! Oh my god! Because the yeah, it works. It works so many different ways. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, there you go, Ross. Yeah, catch up. It's okay.
I'm used to it just being self-damage because I haven't played a ton of Zoo.
Yeah,
that was really nicely done by Shep.
That's why it's also a priest card, but it's never played in priest. So.
All right, RayC just looking like he's in some real trouble here. He's got a lot of difficulties coming back in this spot.
These evolves have to be good because you know, even if he punches down the 3/2, he's still facing lethal damage. So he needs whatever these evolves are to be incredibly good.
And we see how much the nerf is hurting right now as well. He would have been able to go Bloom Coaster Dread Corsair pre-nerf, but unable to do so here. Can't even Pillager Corsair on the next turn with the Overload. Although
that's gonna do it.
Nice top deck. Almost there on board, and yeah. Nice little extra damage. That's a 1-0 for GermanShep to lead off. The Warlock takes the victory over the Shaman. And are we going to see RayC try to bring that Shaman back, or does he switch it up a bit?
So we got Paladin and DH left for GermanShep. I don't know. It probably is the Shaman.
I can see DH coming next from Shep here, likely, just with the priest still up. You don't love the idea of possibly running your Paladin into that priest. For RayC, though, it's hard to say if he would try to bring the Rogue next, the priest next, or stay on that Shaman.
I think if I'm GermanShep, I'm actually bringing the Paladin next.
Expecting the Shaman to come again?
Yeah,
and that's what happens.
Because, like, this is probably going to be your least chance for the priest to come out. So this is probably your best chance to, like, sneak this Paladin through. And unless RayC had, like, the sick read to, like, be like, nah, he's bringing Paladin, I'm going to bring my priest, then this might be GermanShep's best chance to not hit this priest here and try to take this win.
Mind games within mind games, and here we have it. Shep is, of course, bringing that Paladin. RayC coming back with the Shaman. He had a full hand of cards that were not weapon or weapon draw, so they're gone. And Shep is trying to decide what to keep here. Sticks with just the Loot Hoarder.
Yeah, I love Evolve Shaman's mulligan decisions. Does this have weapon or get weapon? Yeah. Nope. Okay, see ya.
No. Get it out of here. Am I playing against Rogue? No? Okay, Revolve doesn't need to stick around.
Yeah. Alright, spell lackey.
Pretty good lackey to find. Soul, Totemic, Runic, all kind of bad. Runic,
probably Runic? Yeah. I could see Soul for like a way later turn, but I don't think the 1/1 Murlocs are gonna honestly do too much. Yeah, the Runic is
Soul could be okay post evolve, but that's about it.
Yep. Or a turn where you have to like trade in a lot of your board and then go into like an evolve or something. All right. Okay, we picked up our first discount, our first playable discount here for GermanShep and the Aldor Attendant.
Yeah, with Braggart not being able to get charged that much, it's most likely just going to be the attendant and a hero power here. Might want to trade and draw first, 2-1 into 2-1, and then make a decision. Oh, well, that's playable.
Yeah, we can go Penflinger,
Yeah.
clear up the board. First day, outdoor.
Penflinger looks great because you can get it right back with that spell draw. Really nice payoff for Shep, being able to draw a card that informs a new decision that winds up being better.
Picks up another broomstick off that first day of school.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice high roll for Shep right now. And RayC, not much to do. Just gonna hang around waiting to draw the weapon or a card that draws the weapon.
Yeah. I mean, the only other play we really had to do that turn would have been like Coin Pitmaster, which was all right. I contested the board okay, but probably not something you want to do too much.
Kinda ugly. And GermanShep, once again, with a really nice draw here, just to have Barov Broom already waiting in hand to answer any massive board that could be made by this shaman.
Yeah, I mean, the best part is that Broom is not even from his deck.
Yeah, he's still got 2 real brooms in deck.
Just a free Broom. No big deal.
RayC holding Pillager and no weapon. Feels bad for the shaman.
It doesn't do anything sometimes.
Yeah. this is my luck with Shaman right now. It's do the mulligans. No draw for
Considering a coin coaster to summon 4
yeah.
rushers here.
Yeah.
You can even go Lightning Bloom, Coaster, Revolve.
It's an option. Don't know if it's all that good, but
What are the mana cost on the totems? Are they 1 on Runic Carving?
yeah, I think all totems
we can get
are
Seagiant
1 to begin with.
RayC better at math than we are.
Math is hard.
Yeah.
Nice play. Get a Sea Giant out. And full clearing the board to guarantee that there is no chance that any buffs or otherwise can make it easier to clear the Sea Giant here. Shep, of course, does have multiple options to still deal with this Sea Giant. Even something as simple as Braggart and Broom would be enough if he chooses to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
I'm kind of down just to play the Outdoor Truth Seeker.
I must have slain one.
With RayC being overloaded by 2, only on 3 mana on the next turn, it didn't seem too bad to just play that True Seeker because you weren't under a whole lot of pressure, but GermanShep just kind of taking a little bit of a safer approach. Get this board out of here.
We
RayC
found it.
drew the card.
Might just play this.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need to play it yet because it's not like the weapon's gonna come down on basically an empty board anyway.
All right. Now for GermanShep here.
Decisions.
We're always playing 1 card and maybe 1 card plus hero power. So let's see what he wants to do here. I kind of want to play the Pride and draw.
This was a tough decision because you do want the draw from the Pride, but True Seeker looks so good into this board. It could eat up the 2 3/2s. Devout Pupil also not bad and slightly more mana efficient with 0 buffs, but Devout Pupil could wind up being much cheaper later. Probably won't be afforded the opportunity to wait so late into the game to actually get those discounts. And looks like he's favoring just using all his mana right now and getting that Pupil out here. A lot more awkward for the Shaman to deal with that Divine Shield. It would require currently the entire board to trade into it, or a card from hand.
We got a Runic Carving. Easy.
I mean, Shep didn't know that.
I know. RayC's got it. Just fight, man.
Yeah, this is pretty nice from RayC as well. Was planning the revolve. Desert Hare could have maybe changed that decision. Decides against it and just ripping that broomstick now. Gets a little bit of extra draw as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
pretty
turn.
nice turn from RayC here.
And next turn we can start equipping the nuts and hitting them with it.
Out comes the Nux, turn 7. Shep still with kind of awkward draws now at this stage of the game.
Let me think.
So I almost just wanted to play the Pride last turn. Try to find like a broom, like let him have the board for a turn to try to find another broom for your Barov and like clean it up afterwards just to get through your deck a little better since the rest of your hand is just awful.
And Shep knows at this point for certain that RayC is holding the knuckles, so there's a lot of considerations around what minions can he even realistically play on board and how wide he can go because of the threat of Mogu coming down for super cheap and getting evolved, or possibly the other Sea Giant, is very, very real.
Quickly.
Well, strike that. There's only one Sea Giant in RayC's list, so just Mogus.
Oh,
Speaking of Mogu,
can't play this turn.
just barely can't come down, and of course that must have been a consideration for GermanShep in playing those 2 minions. If I do this, Mogu will cost 3, and Knuckles being 5 means it can't come down yet. Whoa.
Deadly poison off the trick totem.
Okay.
I saw the deadly poison happen before the evolve animation ever finished, and I was like, what is happening on my screen?
Yeah, I saw that too. I was so confused.
The crowd
like,
is getting angry. The crowd is definitely getting angry and throwing poison at RayC.
I mean, maybe. They're like, boo, we nerfed this.
Yeah.
Take poison.
It wasn't a tomato, it was just poison.
Straight poison. Trying to just take them out. Now we're back to an awkward turn still for GermanShep.
Shep has taken 0 damage so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is...
Hey, that's pretty good.
That changes things. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't give you any heal value, but the minion itself is pretty massive. Do you ever just want to throw this Pride out on the board to try to draw your Broom to set up the Barov for the big clear on what you expect would be a nasty board incoming?
That's why I wanted to do like 3 turns ago. And like, but...
Okay, we're going to see double Pen Flinger in the heal for no heal, but that is a big minion.
It does require a double trade and RayC's face to go into it to clear it.
Unless he plays Runic Carvings.
Yeah.
Here it is.
1 trade into Mogu.
And there's a 2-mana Mogu coming down.
Oh, they are 2-mana Treants. Okay.
5 attack weapon is going to get to go face. Gets 1 additional minion to evolve. Oh, okay, he wants to keep a wider board.
Yeah. Big Bag Archmage. Ooh. Into a Wild Bloodstinger.
And look at that. Who needs to play Pride? You just top deck the Broom. So GermanShep with an easy clear for this board right now. Man, without that Broom, this could have been disaster.
Yeah.
For Shep. What a draw.
And then we get to play this Pride finally and Hero Power behind it. Have a mini board.
Bye-bye, board.
See ya.
Of course, RayC does have a really nice follow-up. He's got exactly 7 mana. He's got Horde Pillager. He's got Desert Hare.
Yeah.
This is another board in a box.
And we got possible Mogu on the following turn, too.
Yeah, the Mogu draw, also pretty huge. Probably the best additional card that he could have picked up. He's really holding just the 2 or 3 best remaining cards in his deck with other Pillager and Fireheart and Mogu.
That Totem Goliath is pretty good, too, if it somehow gets cleared again. Could have spit out a bunch of minions again and have a nice board for another Evolve.
Yeah, and GermanShep top decking this Truth Seeker for more discounts if he wants, holding Lady Liadrin, which really doesn't get much of anything.
Yeah, and this Pride only gets a Broom and
Did he use both Loot Hoarders already?
So his chances are a Broom, a Braggart, and a Loot Hoarder are his 3 hits off this Pride.
Very high chance for Broom.
don't even know if the broom does enough, though. I mean, I guess you could pair the broom with the outdoor truth seeker and clear off a 3-2.
Well, broom's just the card that you want the most out of these.
There we go. Truth seeker, braggart, and broom.
Yep, and because of the True Seeker health, lets Braggart become a 5/6, which enables it to kill the Totem Goliath and survive the trade if you wanted to. Alternatively, of course, just leaving it alone so that the weapon swing would have to evolve the Totem Goliath, and he couldn't get the benefit from it.
Oh, the rail coaster.
RayC, yeah, really good. I mean, all these pickups lately for RayC have just been incredibly good.
Just
no hesitation.
Opposite hands here. You know, GermanShep just been drawing awful this whole time, and RayC's just been drawing hot gas.
Yup. Leaves this braggart alone, full evolve of the board. He saw a green minion, points face right away. Good move. Unfortunately, it's just a rush for him, so it trades. But wow, look at that evolve. The Colossus of the Moon. That is a very dangerous card to see for Shep.
Even this Cho is dangerous for Shep to see.
Yeah, he doesn't love seeing the Cho.
No.
Right when he picks up a Libram Wisdom too.
Well, it's not even that. Like, if that was a Libram Hope instead too, like, you still don't want to even give him a Libram Hope. Like, all your spells and Paladin are pretty good, and you don't want to hand them over to your Shaman.
Yeah, and RayC, you know, was getting into a little bit of a danger zone with the life total. This Armor Smith is also really nice for RayC. Just the whole board evolve was really, really exceptional for what he could have hoped for.
Everything but his 6-drop. The Black Knight was the only low roll.
True. That one's a little underwhelming.
So it looks like we're going to give the Shaman here a Libram of Wisdom.
Yep, I think the Liadrin's coming down.
Yeah.
It pretty much has to.
Liadrin gets 1 Wisdom, 1 Hope.
Yep, and Shep with 1 mana left, very smartly, quickly gets off that last Penflinger hit to knock off the Divine Shield, and then throws out that other Libram. So that is 2 Libram Wisdoms that RayC now has, thanks to Cho.
Alright, hear me out. We just Fireheart, Bloodlust, win the game.
I think that's always the play. He's got a Lightning Bloom too.
Yeah. I mean, even if you get something good that you don't want to give your Paladin, you can kill off the Lady Liadrin.
12 off lethal right now. There's a lot of other finds from Fireheart, and you know that Pillager represents another 3.
Yep. Yeah, because you can cast multiple spells off your Fireheart and then bloom out that Pillager at the end.
Leading with Libram Wisdom. Interesting.
He wants Cho off the board.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
He said, get out of here, Cho.
Yeah. Really doesn't want to give him good things off.
Okay, Earth Shock's a good start.
Off the Fireheart. Earth Shock's exceptional. That's
Lightning
burn.
Bolt.
Yep.
Oh,
immediately.
Going to Liadrin?
Face.
Hex. Okay.
Okay, just clearing up the minion, then pushing a little bit. Did not want to go for the Bloodlust high roll option and throw everything into it. This is probably the smarter, safer overall route, because the way this board looks for RayC, it's unlikely for him to lose from this stage. If there's a way that GermanShep can get out of this, it starts with that top deck card, though.
Yeah, we can go Penflinger, shoot down the Armor Smith. We have the mana to play the other Penflinger. I'm trying to think of the full turn. Yeah, we should be fine. Want the hero power here or play the Lemur, I hope? Probably just Lemur, I hope.
Yeah, he's always playing Lemur Hope here.
And well, I was trying to figure out like
this should full clear the board.
Yeah. Takes 3 with his face.
Well, not full clear.
Yeah, it does.
Without putting damage, at least.
Yeah,
I was thinking for a sec that Penflinger would full clear, but he did actually send 1 face.
Well, that 1 face was before they were 1 health.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he used 1 mana early to go 1 face where he could have saved it for later to not take 3 damage. Don't know if it's really all that relevant, being at 21 or 18. But is 21 compared to 18 more relevant than being your opponent being at 15 and 5 armor compared to 15 and 6 armor?
No.
Job's done.
All right.
Treasure? Loot? What more can I ask for?
We broom. Yeah, we broom to push 3 face damage here.
All right, so RayC looking for some good evolves here.
Oh my!
Ow.
Khadgar with
Okay.
the ooze, or the rot, I should say.
Well, that board got a lot wider, and yeah, this looks real dangerous all of a sudden for Shep right after seemingly stabilizing.
Cute slime.
Imagine thinking that you're like, oh, I'm good. Finally clear up this board, and then your opponent high rolls into a Khadgar and a thing that makes a token.
The Pride draws what? A loot hoarder?
Yes, just a loot hoarder.
Do you actually have to play Pride? Kill it with your pen flinger, play loot hoarder, kill it with the other pen flinger, just for some kind of miracle out. Like I don't see how Shep gets out of this.
We can clear off at least 1 minion.
I mean, he knows RayC is holding 2 Libram Wisdoms, so RayC is literally 1 off lethal on the board.
Yeah.
And there's not really much he can do in the way of pen flinger right now. He gets maximum 4 pen flinger hits.
That's if he wants to throw away his pen flingers at the end.
True. It's just killing a single 1/2. So this is very close to lethal for RayC.
Maybe RayC's got a random Surfer Shine portal in here that he doesn't have.
Now there shouldn't be any way for RayC to actually win on the spot outside of just really good evolve. Just gets a little bit more damage off this. Probably playing Sticky Finger at the end.
Yeah, steal the weapon. Phase 5, what do we get?
The evolves are.
Ugh. Another choke!
Again. Amazing.
Oh,
Cho is
man.
feeling left out in this meta. He's
It's
like, remember me, guys? I'm still a card.
Remember when I was never good? Well, guess what? I'm still not good. I'm just funny.
All right, and this remains very ugly for Shep.
Hmm.
This looks like game over.
Yeah. Can't clear off enough to not prevent the lethal.
No way to draw. Yeah.
Okay, so Penflinger. Phase Libram. I guess we can, right? You gotta kill. No, because you gotta play as Libram. You give him the other Libram to play. So we gotta shoot down the 4s. Oh yeah, shoot down the low.
Reporting for duty.
So sacrificing the penflingers then at the end.
Yeah, you have to.
One of them.
No, you have to sacrifice both.
Yep.
You know he's holding 2 Zero Wisdoms in hand.
Well, nicely done. It does at least prevent the lethal for right now.
So I was just thinking about revolving the Penflingers just to get him out of here.
I think you do it.
You have to.
Oh, well. Okay, he led. Revolve. I saw the Librams pointing first. I was like, wait, what?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute here, fella.
Yeah, so RayC doesn't have a win yet, but at the same time, GermanShep's win conditions are gone.
But that Devout Pupil pickup should hopefully seal this game for him. Let's see.
Pretty big pickup with that Devout Pupil.
Yeah, not even Knuckles is good enough because we shouldn't have a board at the end of this. For
Jar
RayC.
Dealer at least generates a card, could be something useful. Not really all that great. Doesn't want to lose the Divine Shield, so has to trade the Skipper in, and then just going to clear up this minion completely.
Yep.
Knows that RayC is holding, of course, the Libra
Reporting
Justice.
for duty.
2 Libra
In
wisdoms.
the light's name.
I gotta hand it to both of these players. This game got a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be, given how it was playing out in the late game.
Well, you always quit too early, Ron. You always quit too early.
It's a top deck battle now. Sticky fingers, totally fine.
Top deck battle is currently going to GermanShep. His cards are just more powerful. Probably the worst draw in his deck.
Yeah, that's an ugly one to see. If he had found the second Libra of Hope, he'd be in great shape. Or the Silas.
The Subjugator is actually pretty good too. It doesn't allow the Sticky Fingers to trade into the Devout Pupil by itself. So RayC needs something else to kill the Devout Pupil. So you can just go all face. Play both 1-drops, hero power, go all face.
Yeah, not bad. GermanShep might have just found a way out of this. Because there's really not much left for RayC, on the other hand, in his deck that can really help.
Just the yeah, because we got no minions, so like I said before, the box bind knuckles draw isn't even that good. And then what's the wrong deck list? Okay.
Submit, heretic.
I guess the best draw is Cage Match into box bind. Just to get another minion. Yeah, these are all wrong face.
It still doesn't look like enough.
Yeah. Because we got to swing our face in to clear off.
That should do it.
Let's see.
That's game over, isn't it? Shep's gonna take this.
5, 6, 7? Yeah. Oh, missed the
I mean,
taunt.
unless that was a taunt. Wow. Impressive win from GermanShep. Just snatching victory from the jaws of defeat there. And Evolved Shaman is getting beaten up right now. We're seeing the deck that was previously OP gets a single attack taken away from the weapon, and all of a sudden, this deck is struggling.
I think regardless of the extra attack there, that game probably ends the same way.
There were some really crucial draws for Shep. Like if he didn't pick up Broom right at the exact perfect moment, if he didn't pick up Libra of Justice at the exact perfect moment, there's just like no way he wins.
Yeah, and getting that other Broom off that first day of school there early on too also helped maintain those early boards. Yeah, there's a lot of timely draws for GermanShep. I mean, RayC I think played everything perfectly. And just couldn't beat the nice top decks of GermanShep. So now he's got to beat this Soul Demon Hunter, and I assume we'll probably see the Shaman again, right, Ron?
I just keep rolling with it. Yep, there it is. It certainly does a little bit better against Soul DH, or it has in the past. So we'll see if it can find a way to get through.
Double Twin Slice Skull Blade Lady.
Wow. Yeah, Shaman does not look like it's in a great spot anymore, because one of the best ways that Soul DH beats Evolved Shaman is super early Bladed Lady, which GermanShep has the complete capability to do with Double Twin Slice in hand.
Let's see if he wants to do it, though. Still deciding on his mulligan here.
I love the Double Twin Slice Bladed Lady keep. I think you'd toss a skull.
Well, you just keep the skull? Or is it too slow? Oh, he full mold.
Full mulls. Looking for something else. Maybe has some more familiarity with the matchup and has some specific things that he's looking for. Hard to say.
Maybe he thought he's looking for like the blade dances and stuff like that.
Blade dance can be, I mean, often can be very important, but a lot of times Shaman goes too wide for blade dance to be relevant enough to matter. And RayC, of course, just out here looking for the weapon.
Gotta find the Nux. We must find the Nux, man.
First, we press the button. Then we, maybe
Hopefully
press the
find a
button
card
again
that,
and try to find the Nux.
hopefully. See.
Shep, not too much to do in the early going. Likely doesn't want to get that Warblades out early while he's holding a Marrow Slicer. Big pickup for RayC, though, finding that Revolve, just another way to create a scary evolved board with Desert Hare already in hand. He's going to be hoping that this Novice sticks, which is not totally unlikely, but we see with the Soul Shear pickup as well, Shep has a lot of ways to full clear the board if he wants to.
Looks like Shep for a second there is thinking about coining out the Marrow Slicer to get that online.
Could also be considering coining Il'gynoth. Yeah, he's hovering these two cards.
Yeah.
Looks like he wants to. And Il'gynoth often is a really strong early tempo play. The one thing you're afraid of is pretty much the one thing that RayC is holding, which is Desert Hare Revolve, and then bye-bye Il'gynoth, and Shaman gets an evolved board and gets to turn this Novice into something better. But GermanShep is going to side on the coin Il'gynoth, saying, no way you have Hare Revolve. And, well,
Yeah.
RayC does have it. And he picks up a cage
Ooh.
match.
Yeah, but we're gonna leave with this Revolve. Get this Il'gynoth out of here. Oh no!
Oh, it's a horrible evolve for GermanShep.
Cho!
Most importantly, it's Cho.
Cho!
Cho's back.
He's back like he's never left.
Hey guys, remember me? Put me in your deck. I'm still a card.
It's the Cho show.
Oh my god.
The old Cho show.
Get him, Cho.
Get him, Cho.
And it's been a golden one every time.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, Cho.
Did
We love it.
RayC have the golden hair? Or what's that? Yeah, it must have.
The Revolve, if Revolve's golden, it makes other
Oh,
minions
okay.
golden.
Alright. Wasn't sure which was golden.
But on Evolved, the golden depends on if the minion that evolved was golden. But Revolve makes them all golden.
So there you have it, everybody. Make sure you golden your Revolves to get golden minions.
You get the golden Cho.
It's a smart craft. It's only a common.
It's true. I don't know if that's what you want to be wasting your craft on, but you know what? You do what you want to do, people at home.
I mean, if you like Evolved Shaman.
Yeah.
Alright, Shep just has to equip that Marrow Slicer, punching down one of the weaker minions with the 2/3 there, but just looking really rough. And it's not going to look better anytime soon with this cage match.
Yeah.
RayC has now drawn the Nux.
What does this Pride get him in case it dies? Curious. Get some Sludge Slurpers and the other.
Could have been Brooms, but he's holding the Brooms.
Hair. Has a chance to draw Desert Hare, Sludge Slurper, and Novice.
Not bad.
It's those are pretty good. Those are pretty good to hit if this Pride dies.
Demons.
All right, Shep gonna give RayC a Soul Shear. Gonna give RayC a Blade Dance. Cho doing his thing.
Cho making it so awkward for GermanShep to think about things. He's like, man, stupid Cho.
Okay, so Shep decides on the Soul Shear, clearing out the 2/2 before the Blade Dance. Then gonna follow with Blade Dance here.
Was it hit?
Never Cho.
Novice.
Oh, it got
Desert
Cho.
Hare? It's always Cho, Ron.
Rip Cho.
All right, what do we burn here for RayC?
Fills up the hand enough for the burn. Is the burn relevant?
Oh,
It's very relevant.
yeah.
Although RayC does have quite a bit of damage.
I hope you like my
Play.
affection.
Also,
Obvious.
yeah, gets that cheap Dread Corsair as well because of the weapon coming from the Ganarg. And maybe considering Bloom for the Knuckles next turn. So just wants to go as wide as possible.
Yeah.
The one real punish to this is
Hey.
the Mystic, which we see GermanShep is not holding and did not draw.
Conjured Mirage is back.
Yeah, that Conjured Mirage is an awful card for Shep to have in his deck.
Card's very good if it goes into fatigue.
Demons. Demons.
You just never fatigue with the Conjured Mirage.
This looks brutal for GermanShep. Yeah, might just feel like he needs to play the Mirage. At least it soaks up damage on this board before it goes back in the deck.
And I mean, if you're not doing that, what else are you doing? Playing a Bladed Lady? Playing a Blade Dance? Like,
Yeah, like, I mean, there's the Lapidary Bladed Lady option, but it doesn't look great.
Time grows short.
all right, we're gonna go with the Blade Dance. It looks like
Demons.
this allows us to at least equip our War Blades next turn. To
Well,
go Lapidary
Can equip
Blade.
it, yeah, this turn right now. Swing
Yeah,
the weapon.
that's what I meant,
equip.
yeah.
Still, I mean, no way now to deal with these 3 Desert Hares, which aren't scary on their own, but become very scary when
Another Corsair
they hit
pickup.
him with the Nux.
Hit him with the Nux. Set him to 6.
Here it is.
Oh,
Four
yeah.
evolves.
Oh,
Those are pretty bad.
goodness.
There's one high statted one. The rest are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Militia summons 4 rushers right now, which
Mhm.
is enough to actually
I
full
grow
clear the board
impatient.
alongside a weapon swing on a 2/2.
Yeah.
They'd stay at, or Shep would stay at 6 health and have a 5/5 and what, a
3/1.
single 3/1 survive.
Yeah.
And this is open list, so he would be aware that the only burst is a roll off of the 3/3, the Fireheart,
Alright.
which RayC of course isn't holding.
I wonder if GermanShep's thinking about still doing like Lapidary Bladed Lady.
Lapidary Bladed Lady is not bad. You would get to, you'd probably have to hit the 3/3 though, and have the Bladed Lady trade into the 7/6. You'd leave 2 minions that could get evolved, so looks like this is a little bit on the safer side. Just take care of the board. Don't let anything stick around to get evolved. Don't let any minions stick around so that there's discounts for Sea Giant or second Mogu. And yeah, RayC's just going to have to come up with something else here.
This coaster gets 3 minions.
Coaster Bloom allows Sea Giant, correct?
Yes. No.
Here for a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also you're able to play
Br-
the Broom,
yeah.
which I think has to be the move. Yeah, that is in fact what we see. So here's a scary board once again for Shep to deal with. RayC evolves, gets a 10 drop. We'll see if it's, oh my god. It's Relic. It's Cho! We see Cho again! Amazing!
Oh god.
I can't believe RayC got another Cho.
Ow! Ow!
Shep, nothing to do but concede in the face of the Cho.
Cho's too powerful.
Had nothing to do with that Scrapyard Colossus or
Four
the
Chos?
or the 6/4 Death Rattle. No. It was the Cho.
Four Chos. That was 4 Chos, right?
It was.
This
Yep.
this is the most absurd
Are we
sequence of Evolved Shaman I think I've ever seen. I don't know. Did we have a Cho counter?
We have it's 4 for RayC for Cho.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. 2 last game, 2 this game.
This ends now.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright. So it looks like we chose to bring the Highlander Priest over the Rogue here to take on this Soul Demon Hunter. Ron, how do you feel about this match as the Soul Demon Hunter side?
I'm just upset right now that we don't see any more Cho.
I mean, regardless, Ron, we're about to stop seeing Cho because either
I don't
Ray
know. We can still see Cho. Priest can discover the 3-mana card that summons a 2-drop minion and buffs its health. Come on, RayC. Get Cho in this game.
So you know the dormant demon's name that gives you a fiery war axe.
Yeah. I don't know. Names are hard. I know the descriptions of some of these cards. What's the 3-mana thing?
How do you know that? How do you know the demon card though, but not that one?
I don't know.
That doesn't make.
But speaking to your question before about the Demon Hunter versus Priest matchup, it's very even.
Okay.
It's pretty close to 50-50. Demon Hunter looks to squeeze in as much damage as they can early, and a lot of times hope that Priest doesn't have Apotheosis, which we see RayC is holding. Also hope that they don't have Soul Mirror for your Militia, which RayC is holding. And outside of that, it's just, deny that Priest has a good opportunity to stick a powerful minion that can get a big heal. This will be interesting.
So you're just saying that against all Priest, or specifically the Highlander Priest matchup?
Well, Highlander Priest, it oftentimes can be a little bit better for Demon Hunter because they only have one Apotheosis, although Zephyrus can create some headaches. It's just a little bit less consistent than the Control Priest running double Apotheosis, which can really be a headache for the Demon Hunter. And early Mind Flayer does create some difficulties on the DH side. Picks up a Soul Shear.
Okay.
Has the ability, if he wants to coin out that Soul Shear to kill the Mind Flayer and then take a trade and a hit to clear the Jailer that's left behind. Not necessarily something that feels all that great, but an option nonetheless.
They're my friends.
All right. Apotheosis time. Going face. We no care about the 1-3. Face is the place. And taunt is cheap.
So RayC using that Apotheosis very early. A lot of times it's really crucial for Priest in the later game. But RayC not having a better tempo play, wanted to throw it out now. We'll see if that's something he might regret in the late game. Real quick pass from RayC on that turn. Nothing to do. Doesn't even hero power his own face.
So,
He's serious.
I was just gonna say, as your opponent, if somebody quick taps, what does that signal to you? Other than they can't play a card, possibly.
It's pretty often for like control players to do that, or like controlling decks to do that, because like you know what you're doing, like you know what's in your hand, and like you know what you're waiting to respond to. So like, so it just means they don't have like normal minions. It just means they have a bunch of responsive cards in their hand.
Yeah. Generally, like control is sitting back, waiting for you to make a board, and they clear it. So it doesn't really give Shep too much information. Other than, well, I guess you didn't have,
a random
card
minion
generator card.
Yeah.
That you could play right there.
Poor warlock.
All right, Skull picking up discounts. Misses the final discount.
Alas, poor
Not
warlock.
too bad to miss the discount on a Warblades, but could be relevant.
Yeah, we can just coin Marrow Slicer here, right? If he wants to.
Yeah, I like coin Marrow Slicer the best here.
It's either gonna get destroyed or stolen. We'll see. We'll see how RayC wants to.
The answer is yes.
handle it. Yes, correct.
Demons.
Correct. The answer is yes.
Demons.
Caster vision means what? Fill in the blank.
See the coin
Grows
and
short.
I mean, either Kane or Marrow Slicer really are the options, but Marrow Slicer does seem a little bit better. Shep agrees, and here comes 4 to the face.
All right. What do you think, Ron? Destroy it or steal it?
Draw 1 or take it. I think you want to draw 1 because Sticky Finger can take a lifesteal weapon. And there was 0 hesitation on RayC's part, just immediately ripping that Harrison Jones.
He was like, "Oh, that wasn't Warblades? Okay, yeah, this is Harrison."
He's like, "What? Marrow Slicer? That belongs in a museum."
Not yet. It's still too new. It's only
Dangerous turn here for Shep because when Priest's turn
I
8
grow
comes up, you
impatient.
really hate to play Lifesteal Weapon plus buffs and see a Murazond come out and give Priest all of those things. Once you hit this stage of the game, Murazond is always something in the back of your mind.
So if he
I
doesn't
grow
do that this turn, what does he?
impatient.
The other options don't look great though.
Yeah.
And,
Like,
you know, the
and
lifesteal
unless
weapon and buffs
maybe-
also enables a Bladed Lady to come down for cheap. Maybe you want to lead with card draw. Yep, going with card draw on the Mana Feeder. Okay, just playing it slow, playing it safe. Does get to have a Kane come down as well, push a little bit of face damage here. Creates a little bit of a board as well, so not bad on Shep's side. And RayC, number of options to deal with this, but none of them that he really wants to use with this board, it looks like. Grave Rune can be extremely strong for the Priest. Just gonna hope he kills the Kane.
Oh, he
Ripping that
did.
Galacron,
Take that,
and he
Kane.
snipes
Big
it.
right hook.
Back on Shep here. Still looks awkward. Marrow Slicer's fine. You've already seen 1 weapon removal come out. Can just push a little bit of damage and wait. Does not want to hold the Twin Slice for Warblades, favoring to get the Bladed Ladies down. This is certainly a lot of pressure right here. I thought he might want to wait, but just seeing a Galacron may have suggested to Shep that RayC was low on removal tools. We see RayC holding Soul Mirror.
So-
Yep.
It is. Goodbye.
Coming out quick. And
Wand maker or
what do we
Preston
see?
Button?
Button, Wand Maker, Draconic.
It's definitely Wand maker or button.
Just saying it's an option to play Draconic.
It is, but the Draconic's just awkward mana wise.
Yeah, float 1 mana doesn't feel great.
It's almost free next turn, like if you plan on playing whatever the dragon is with it. So there's no point to play it this turn.
Shep is holding a lot of damage cards for that Elganath. Is approaching a good amount of burst damage if he can maneuver in enough chip damage to get there. Right now,
We have
with no
6
discounts.
from hand.
Yeah, and we can see with the Sticky Finger that once Shep plays that Warblades, it's almost
It's
certainly getting
gone.
stolen.
Yeah.
So Shep really only has the opportunity to get 1 hit in with the Warblades. If he's going for a full setup with Il'gynoth, the max damage it would represent is really, realistically, probably about 12
Time grows short.
total face damage with Warblades and Pursuit and Il'gynoth all being played. For now, still with the Marrow Slicer up. Just maybe playing a Mystic, hitting face, Mystic's clear.
Yeah.
Using
Looks
that
like
second
it's what-
slice just to weave in the damage now. Floating 7. Yeah, just floating 7 mana.
Here we go.
All right, RayC picking up a Sethic Veil Weaver. Gets a taunt in the way.
Yep,
And-
negative 7/7. Scouter.
Here comes a Grave Rune
Holy
as
hell.
well. Yeah, Shep is
Right.
very much, I think, going to be wanting to draw that Consume Magic one of in his
Nope.
deck right off the top. Did not find it. And no card draw. The 7/7 is a major problem for
Yeah.
Shep right now.
Because it's on the corrupted side, it comes back as 4/7s when it gets cleared. So it's going to have to deal with some
I
4/7
grow
taunts on the back half once
impatient.
this dies. Or if it dies.
Yeah, this is 11 damage on board, represented by RayC too, so not something that Shep has the luxury of just ignoring for a little bit either. He can actually leave behind just one 4/7 if he wants, by playing Warblades, Relentless Pursuit, Hero Power, Blade Dance.
You don't punch it first?
Time grows
Yeah, you'd punch it
short.
first. I mean, it's actually completely irrelevant because of the Relentless Pursuit, whether you
Well,
punch it
I
first
think
or
you punch
second.
it first, right? And hope that the Blade Dance hits one of them. Right?
Oh,
If
yeah,
that's your
actually,
priority, both
no,
of them rather than
that is
one
the
of them.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the play. There is no hoping actually. You just punch it first, and you Blade
Yeah.
Dance, you full clear the board. Yeah, of course you would do that.
Full clear. He's gonna go to 4 minions. You just gotta hope the Blade Dance hits double 4/7s. Let's see. Dang.
It's the
It
4/7.
didn't matter then. Yeah. But you take the chance to high roll. Oh my goodness. DQA, baby.
Wow.
You just
Discounted the main decked card that's one of your
A simple
biggest
Okay.
payoffs. Didn't actually immediately rip it though. I'm a bit surprised to
Oh,
not just see.
Oh,
you're
it makes
okay. Yeah. Gotta take that lifesteal weapon.
Soul Fragment, Twin Slice.
What's WinCon here for?
Has somehow
It looks bad.
clear through the taunts by holding enough damage for Ilknoth.
Yeah. Okay.
Currently, outside of that,
Rough. It looks.
I
rough.
grow
disconnects for an hour.
Just
I mean, I
10
guess
minutes
you
and
could
DQ? Yeah, there you go.
Mystic and Warblades and Hero Power just to clear the taunt again.
Yeah.
And then just hope that RayC doesn't have a Zeph to remove your last tick of the lifesteal weapon and try to
Demon
find
Uh,
card draw for Il'gynoth and the Twin Slices to get there.
the deck list too for RayC. So we do have one more weapon destruction card in the deck list.
Is it Ooze?
time grows
Yep.
short.
That's a lot of weapon hate. Ooze, Sticky Finger, and
I mean, but it makes sense though.
Harris.
If we're thinking he's over anti-shaman.
yeah, so this was an alternate option.
Yeah.
Say, I'm not gonna get to have the Il'gynoth burst to kill
He
you.
does get a 7 though to face.
Clears the taunt, pushes 7. RayC is down to 10 health. And it's not easy to deal with the Il'gynoth. Hits into the Il'gynoth, of course, damage RayC further.
Oh, Mura's on.
Wow.
Play the Mura. He dead.
Is that safe?
7
Play?
plus.
You think
He's
this
one
is
off
your
lethal,
time? It is mine.
right? No, he has lethal, right? No, this is lethal. This is just lethal.
Oh, right, because it actually casts
Yeah,
both
the
things.
text-
So
yeah,
because the Twin Slice cast, it also gives you the second
second
slice. Yeah,
slice,
and
yeah.
that's be enough. What a find. Just nasty.
Wow. Okay.
What a Murazon discovery.
See, that's why Priest is so good.
Right.
For
so
everyone else, not
RayC
named
RayC was in trouble, but now he's fought all the way back. And Tuna, we've got the best words in all of Hearthstone here.
Game 5. We have RayC on his Secret Rogue, taking on GermanShep Soul Demon Hunter for the 3rd time. Who will take the win? Who will stay undefeated? Find out in the next 30 minutes. I was gonna say find out next time, but
Yeah, Yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. Take care, everybody.
I had Dragon Ball Z like thing stuck in my mind where it's like find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But
Man, I remember catching a few episodes of that when I was younger, and it was like reaction shots for like the entire episode. They're like, "All right, next week more reaction shots." Oh my
next week, Goku's still screaming. But speaking of screaming, let's see which hero portrait will be doing the screaming here at the end of this match. Will it be the 1K Pirate Valera or the basic Illidan?
Basic Illidan.
I mean, it is. It's not the 500 win one. It's not the 1,000 win one. It's basic Illidan.
True.
See? You laughed at me.
Okay,
but
so RayC got a questing, a prep, and on coin. This is extremely dangerous for GermanShep, especially only having the one consume magic in his deck. This questing can just solo a win if it sticks early.
And RayC knows that with this, once again, with the open deck list here. So he knows he only has to deal with one consume magic. And yeah, GermanShep pitched all of it trying to find it, most likely. But did not see it just yet. I don't think he's seen it in any of these games so far. He didn't see it in the first 2 games, and he hasn't seen it yet this game. So.
All right, it's DH leading off. Just a hero power. Not much for the rogue to do. Gonna pass. Oh, exciting stuff. Hero power number 2. Demon Hunter side.
Don't worry.
I don't know about you, Tuna, but I'm kind of feeling like the rogue's gonna press the button here.
Yeah.
Thrilling Hearthstone.
Save all this for next turn. No reason to make a 4-4 this turn. We can make a 5-5 next turn, or a 6-6 next turn, right?
Okay, really nice draw for Shep, though. Is
I
able to just draw a card after pressing the button, which he's
For the third
been
time.
doing every turn. Is considering playing Warblades now, maybe just to have extra damage already lined up to deal with the questing if it sticks.
Yeah.
It's not an unreasonable consideration, actually.
Relentless will have 7 damage to punch into it next turn.
So good to find that mana feeder, though.
I guess we'll
Usually
have
won't
7
play it.
regardless, unless there's a backstab here for, like, obviously not knowing GermanShep, not knowing RayC's hand. We can see that if he does play the 2-3, it's pseudo the same thing as long as there's no backstab off the swindle or the draw here for RayC. So
Time grows short.
probably better to play the Warblades, but we're gonna go with the Panthera. This is better thinking that, like, all right, if he has questing, I'll figure it out. Oh, all right, we don't have to care anymore.
I mean, no, the reason I favored the mana feeder play a lot of reasons is because you're digging through your deck to find the consume magic as well. And of course, we see this is going to get paid off huge with that draw. This questing getting charged up and getting real dangerous.
Secret.
And Shep has the answer.
Oh, we can play the Warblades first too. Silence it to get a draw off that.
Yeah, the top deck enabling a draw from Consume Magic feels really good. The other option is because you know you only have one, you do actually have a way to kill this minion on
Without it,
which
yeah.
might be what he's considering, just to hold the answer to something even more dangerous later and just take a minion trade and play a Relentless Pursuit.
I don't mind it. I think that's probably the better play because, like, if RayC reloads with a second questing after you use this first one and just makes it too big, then you're just like, well, So,
And could just be considering doing the math on this as well, like how worth it is it to play this Warblades and draw, because I'd have 2 damage ready to go on a questing plus the additional 4 from Relentless and a hero power. So how likely is it that a 7 or a questing above 7/7 would get played on the next turn?
yeah, it looks like he's taking just
I like
clear
both
this time.
plays. Shep just taking the time to consider all avenues before committing. And RayC, really nice draw. Gets to combo and discount that miscreant. Nice pickup with the rush lackeys, and there's another board. Another mana feeder being drawn from Shep.
Oh, the mana fetus.
Mana costs across the board are very awkward, though, for Shep at the moment.
Yeah, Skull's stuck for a while. If you Panthera here, you're really not doing anything else unless you pick up like a Spirit Jailer or something off the top.
Kane is an option.
Kane is an option too. I was going to get to that.
It looks like he likes the Kane, so we're going to see Kane trade into probably the Miscreant and Hero Power hit the Foxy. There it is.
Stay at 30, put the least amount of damage on our minions. Good sequence of trades there for GermanShep. Expect nothing less.
Another Foxy pickup. Easy. Rip Foxy, rip Swindle. RayC, no hesitation when he sees the good card. Just rips it.
Oh, man. Edwin. Sorry, don't even
So sad. 6/6 would be pretty good here.
Get that Kane out of here. Send it back to your hand with this Blackjack
But
Center.
RayC also pretty solid turn. Getting to make Kane really kind of unreasonably expensive for a 3/4.
Oh, he's got charge. And he avoids taunt.
He's still good. He's a
Still
very
very
unique card. If RayC had a massive taunt that was preventing lethal, Kane says, I don't care. Found you.
Breaks a core game mechanic in Hearthstone. No big deal.
Demons. Demons.
Yeah, I love the voiceover of "Found You."
Oh,
It's one of my
don't
favorite
worry.
lethals.
Yeah. Ron and I do too. We like screaming it when we kill people with Kane.
Okay, so a lot of other decision points here for Shep. Holding Militia could just want to set it up with a Marrow Slicer so that it can come down on turn 7 for 2 rushers. Doesn't feel great, but it is an option. Also might be wanting to play that Relentless Pursuit just to move Skull to Outcast. I think I like the Marrow Slicer slightly better, which means you likely want to lead with that Chaos Strike first, especially to lessen your chances of drawing a frag. And you could still find a better, more playable card. Yeah, and this is very nice. Very well sequenced here. Saves durability on the weapon, clears a minion. Also finds out a little bit more information on that secret. Should be expecting that this is ambush up now, I believe.
He should know it's 100% ambush, right? There's no plagiarizes in here?
Double dirty tricks, double ambush, no other secrets. Yep.
Correct.
So,
He knows 100%.
yes.
Bouncing our own Miscreant.
Sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah. Keeping the value train going.
So Shep has the option of 2 Rusher Militia right now.
Not honestly that bad.
Also holding a lot of damage in hand
Yeah.
with the double Relentless and the Twin Slice.
Slice.
Knows that Militia's going to summon a 2/3 poison, so one of these Rushers kill the poison.
And then, what are we killing with the other one? The 2/2 or?
It might not. I mean, it's possible that he actually punches the poison with his face and uses the Rushers to just clear up other things to keep as many minions as possible. That would be the main decision point that Shep is working through right now. Whether it's more important to just push face damage and clear up a little bit of minions, or keep the minion presence as high as possible.
Time grows short.
You could also just send this Fort base. Yeah.
Yep.
How much
I
damage?
think those were the only 2 real decision points that that made the most sense. Was, do I punch Marrow Slicer into the poison minions on the board, or do I push face given how much damage I'm holding? And I like the decision to go face. RayC, another really good top deck, immediately rips the top deck with the J-Bar.
100%. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, J-Bar. Yeah, I'll take the J-Bar.
Yep, finds good minions off J-Bar too, pushes a little bit of damage, clears up the board, and wow, big draw from Shep. Both these players just top decking really incredibly well at crucial moments.
Yeah, at least
Blade Dance
it's
could really
both
help.
sides like, top decking well, and it's not just like one side like top
I
decking
grow
timely cards after timely
impatient.
card.
Yeah, although I mean, Blade Dance does have the chance of being really
Mhm.
bad.
Just hits J-Bar, a 1/1 and a 1/2. And you cry a little bit on the inside.
Leaving 8 up still might be fine, again, with all the burst and the Warblades in hand to just
I grow
send
impatient.
massive damage face and heal at the same time as a
Yeah.
follow-up turn. Maybe, yeah, I guess you want to lead Blade Dance. Just make your decision based on where it goes. That was a really good outcome for Shep. Just going face, equipping the Warblades then. Yep, and here's the setup.
So we have 13 damage from hand next turn.
Yeah, of course the weapon representing 2 more.
Wait, no, it's a 12.
You were counting the hero power, I assume, too, right?
Yeah,
Because there's 12 in hand with the double relentless plus twin slice, second slice. Hero power makes 13. The weapon makes another 2, so 15 damage that
yeah.
Shep can push on the next turn.
Yeah, I was just counting non-weapon first.
RayC maybe just has to go off with the Hanar train and find something good.
Okay, never surrender.
Oh,
Misdirect.
misdirection is insane.
Another win.
What a find from RayC here.
I'm gonna take the repentance. Okay.
And probably shadow stepping the Hanar.
Nope.
Oh, no, okay.
A-bar for the pressure. Both reasonable.
Thought with that Paladin secret he was planning on just going off with Hanar again on the next turn, but stepping J-bar is always good as well, and
I think
something
he
you like
did
to do
this
as Rogue.
to play the Edwin too. I think that's his plan, right? Like step J-bar so we can go J-bar Edwin or J-bar repentance, maybe a devolving or a lackey, and then Edwin.
True, cheap cards for Edwin
I
are
grow impatient.
also very good.
Yep, I like this play from RayC. Just gonna try to maximize as much pressure as possible on this Demon Hunter in the following turn. It has a little bit of a safety net here with the misdirection setup.
Yeah, misdirection is absolutely huge
Mhm.
here for RayC because he is almost dead without it. And almost certainly just loses the game without specifically a Hanar play, given that Shep, of course, is holding a 5-mana cane that just gets through any taunts anyway.
Triggers dirty tricks. Oh, Shadow Step. Oh.
I think at this point, Shep probably just swings and skulls.
Yeah.
Let's see what discounts are. Jailer. Playing it on the board now. Chooses none. Interesting, RayC elects to just immediately step the Spell Lackey rather than saving it for another J-bar or, more
Yeah, I think
shenanigans to follow.
I think he did just to try to find more spells for this Edwin. And he
Go
did find that.
infinite. Yeah, go infinite for the Edwin.
Yeah.
Spell Lackey, find step.
Um,
Play step on
Circus
Spell
Mountain?
Lackey, play Spell Lackey again.
Oh, Twilight Drake. Okay.
None of those dragons were really relevant because Edwin's coming down.
But I was thinking of the follow up in case there was like a need for a follow up turn, but
Maybe the consideration is I know he's holding Kane, so what's the point of taking a
backstab one
taunt?
of our own minions. Do it.
Oh, it's happening. He backstabs the Draconic for sure.
Yeah, he almost threw the Edwin out there before he backstabbed.
All right.
14-14.
14-14, still a strong card. What nerf?
What? Yeah. I mean, it would have been an 18 or a 16-16 with the nerf or without the nerf. So there you go, folks. The nerf didn't matter, and this misdirection saves RayC from possible lethal outs this turn
I
for
grow
GermanShep.
impatient.
Yeah, GermanShep is going to be very upset when he sees that misdirection, but he's got a big problem already to deal with in Edwin. I wonder if
Plus, he
the
can
Mystic
somehow-
ever has to be the lead, the one-mana Mystic.
I mean, but how you dealing with Sedwin? You got to go with the other Relentless and just pump a ton of damage into it. Repentance. Yeah, like go other Mystic.
I mean, you might have to Relentless Pursuit the Edwin.
Yeah, you have to use your Twin Slices too,
It's brutal.
or the Lapidary, I should say, or like some combination of a ton of damage has to be pushed into this Edwin. Yep. Spirit Jailer, Lapidary, punch the Edwin.
There it is. I mean, this play does prevent Shep from just getting blown out of this game. I like the play.
Shep does go back up to 32, and now we
Yeah,
look
it's
at
full health. It's a strong board. He's just pursuing an alternate line in this game.
Yeah.
And he's going to be very much rewarded when he sees that misdirection when one of these weak minions attacks face.
Oh, they're not weak, Ron. They just haven't been to the gym in a while, man. Like they're doing their best, man. You can't just insult them like that.
All right, fine. Betrayal being found, not bad. Clever
Right.
disguise, some options for random outs.
Kind of bad here.
Just not bad for future turns. Doesn't look great in this turn. Okay, just going with the Twilight Drake. So there's 8 damage guaranteed that can hit RayC's face when this 1/3 goes into the misdirect. That's just on board. This lethal? Not quite lethal.
Not quite. 8,
It's 1 off.
8, 12, 16, 17. Yeah. 1 off.
Yeah, no matter which way you cut it, it's still 9. So do you just play... I think you want to hold the cane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just want to play like...
Because if he does find a taunt, canes your way through, I think you'd most likely... You probably wanted to lead maybe Hero Power Mana Feeder since you did not have the lethal.
I think he's thinking
Alternative line is just
Grows short.
set him to 1.
Yeah.
Or set him to slightly under 1, but full clear the board. Yeah,
lately.
this is really strong.
Set him.
And
we
yeah,
saw
how does RayC get out of this?
Oh
Oh no, it is 7 to 1. Yeah, you're right.
no idea.
No taunts can save you. None of these cards in hand work. Draconic finds Alex, but there's still 12 on board, so Alex doesn't save you either. Because you already know he's holding Kane.
All right,
Okay.
we're going for Cloak of Shadows. Come on, Cloak of Shadows.
Yeah, that is the out.
Cloak? Oh.
No cloak. Yeah, some kind of miracle, I think, that doesn't exist. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you already know he's holding a 5-mana Kane, so found you.
What do you think? He kills him with Kane?
Oh yeah, he's pointing Kane. Took the found you lethal. What a thriller of a match there.
Yeah.
What
oh
more
my
can you ask
God.
for than a hard-fought 5-game series between 2 previously undefeated players? So GermanShep keeps his undefeated streak going and moves to 4-0 with a big win.
And it puts For the Boys up on the week too, 4-2. So good start to the week for the Boys. Are we queuing into another match? What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, RayC just queued in the ladder so fast.
Yeah,
I
was
no
I was
idea what
specking
just happened.
RayC and just
Holy
insta-queued
crap.
ladder.
I was like, what is happening?
Saku, I know the match went kind of long and we got to get started on the next one, but do we have any
I'm like
time
30
for
minutes behind
a
schedule.
Shep interview?
Yeah, we'll get Shep in here for a couple minutes if he's got time.
All right. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah, super quick.
Tell him good job and kick him out. Just kidding. Yeah, that was a fantastic match. It was no one match was really that lopsided, if at all. Each player had their chances to get back in it. Each player had played to their outs to do the best they can in each of those matches to try to ensure their victory. Especially those first two matches with RayC and the Shaman. Some of those matches went very long, and
oh yeah, those games are crazy.
yeah.
It was all about the show though, right? Hey, welcome GermanShep. Congratulations.
What's up? Thanks.
Really well played there. I thought for sure like your paladin was getting beat, and then you just like, oh man, you just barely like squeaked that one out, and really nicely done playing around the misdirect, clearing the Edwin, and setting up a pretty incredible DH lethal.
Right, yeah, thanks. Like with the Paladin game, like I was about to concede like 3 times. So.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you were pretty fortunate to top deck like Broom for Barov and Lever of Justice for the 10/10 Reborn guy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean like Liebum's only clutch because he had the clutch evolve, so I guess, but yeah.
Right. I mean, there were high rolls on both sides
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like some of his evolves were pretty nutty.
Yeah. I was like laughing towards the end of the game because he had more Liebum of Wisdoms than me. That's interesting.
Oh, we were losing it with how many times we saw it show. It was amazing.
A
I can't believe it showed
4 golden shows during that match. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we wanted to bring you on super quick because the games went long and we got to get to the next game. But I just wanted to give you the floor real quick if you have any shout outs, specific things you want to comment about the games or otherwise.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I'll shout out all my teammates for the boys. They convinced me to bring meta decks this week instead of the meme decks I want to bring.
I noticed that from last week. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna just roll over because those are fun decks, and I wanted to play fun decks, but they convinced me not to, and so I guess thanks.
Solid.
And shout out to RayC. Like from what I could see, like I don't know his hand obviously, but like from what I could see, like he played pretty well. So shout out to him. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Again, really, really well played. Impressive games. Congrats to you and for the boys with the early win. And best of luck to you throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully, we'll see you on stream again sometime in the future.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks for stepping up there, GermanShep. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Take care.
Peace.
Peace. All right.
Short
Let's
but sweet, but congrats to
Yeah, normally
GermanShep for
we'd
kicking.
hope for maybe a little bit of a longer interview, but that was a lengthy series, so we got to move right along to the next match.
Yeah, so let's hop into it. We'll go over deck list real fast here for you folks. Here for Hickit this week, we got the World Cake Rogue. We have the Soul DH, the exact 30 that GermanShep had. We have Ron's second favorite deck in Bomb Warrior, and then we have the Broom Pally to round it all out here. Ron, you got Yachster's deck list in front of you?
Yeah, so for Yachster, once again, we got a Demon Hunter. This one is a little bit of a different take, though. We are not going Soul DH. This is Aggro Demon Hunter. Nerfs, what nerfs? It still runs all the aggressive package and has quite a lot of game and can get to you fast. It fits the theme of what Yachster is going with this week as we see a Face Hunter that is going hard at the face. We've got Wolf Riders, Knife Vendors, double toxic reinforcements. This is aggro heavy. The Rogue, no different here, running Wriggling Horrors, Greyheart Sages, and Stealth Minions. An Infiltrator Lillian as well in this Rogue list. So just get them, smork them. And then lastly, once again, all you Evolve Shaman fans, this is the stream for you. Apparently, we're just gonna keep with it. Nerfs, what nerfs? We're bringing these decks back. This is Evolve Shaman running double Sea Giant instead of single. Has cut the sticky fingers, at least from this list, not feeling as necessary maybe post nerf. But the rest of the list, of course, looking pretty standard. Still running one Bogstraw Clacker, but no Revolve. So we'll see if that comes into play at all. Choosing looks like tour guides over it instead.
Yeah, I think these are pre-nerf deck lists, though, right, Saku? Yashter rolled over by accident.
Yeah, Yachster, rolled over by accident. Yeah, didn't look at his email to see it was there. So it's one of those things.
Nice.
But yeah, so the players are ready. So anytime
Get
we
into
can,
it. Yeah,
can
fire.
start firing away.
Fire the cannons, matey.
Okay.
The cannons of match 2.
Let's
Boom,
go.
boom, boom. That's what
No
cannons
hesitation. Gonna jump right into this match like RayC makes his plays. Just go, go, go.
Well, they weren't all like that.
No, that's true. I just mean towards the end, like he was ripping
Oh.
cards.
I mean, if you would have said it like how our hat plays cards, that would have made sense.
All right.
Our hat, no think. Our hat throw cards wins game every time. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Yes.
Come on, our hat thinks. He just thinks faster than the rest of us.
He thinks that the flash is like speed. He's just like,
he
oh.
sees the outline of the card and he just decides to play it or not play it. And then, hey,
Our hat actually automated his Hearthstone, and he actually doesn't play it. He has an Excel spreadsheet that's open and plays his game for him.
Yeah. So Hickit's going to be the first to spectate / on the bottom of our viewer screen with Yachster being on top. So.
Awesome. What do you think we're going to see for bans? Well, we're
rogues are banned.
waiting for them to queue
Both
up.
rogues are
Rogues are banned. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, I'll message Yachster to jump on in there.
I already did, Saku.
Oh, did you? Okay. Give him shit.
Unless you want to message him too.
Yeah. Wait for the eyeballs. Hickit's
All
getting
right,
the
here we
ball.
go. Game's underway.
Let's go. I told him, Ron, that you're upset that you aren't his friend.
Nice.
Let the hunt
So Hickit on the Paladin, Yachster on the Hunter to lead off in game 1.
Ron, resend your friend request to Yachster.
Okay.
He says he does not see it.
Thanks again for all our viewers to tuning in on this Thursday night, sharing your time with us, listening
Greetings,
to these
traveler.
I cannot
wonderful
wait.
casters.
He's
Prince
over.
So.
He's goobers. Alright. Yachster on this phase hunter. Didn't have a 1-drop here, but finally drew one off the top. But we have a choice of different things here. We're just going to go with the pack tactics. Take it a little slower here. Probably play the Sand Trooper and the Leopardome next turn. Hope that pack tactics triggers on one of those two.
Could be a crowded friends list, or it could have the wrong number, but
Yeah, I got you.
0366.
Oh, whoa. You just going to say it out loud like that?
Yup.
Man, no. Right, who are you?
Doxing. We're
who are you
doxing
friend
Yachster right
requesting
now.
You didn't even friend request the right one.
That's
I
what
think-
Saku posted.
I think he posted his Discord by accident.
Oh. Oh, man.
There you go, Ron.
Okay. Yep. Hey, I doxed nobody, because that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong number. But Oops.
Oops.
All right. Let's
Are
see
you
what Hickit wants to do here with these trades. Go face. He knows it's not the explosive trap because it is open deck list and he already swung face, so he does know that this is a pack tactics here, and he's just gonna continue going face. Doesn't care. Doesn't want to trigger these pack tactics on these 2 huge death rattle minions that would be very favorable for Yachster to get triggered on. Just going with the good old smork and get 'em plan.
Yup.
Yup.
We got minions. They can go face.
They
Send
going
them face. We got a button. Button goes face. Oh, interesting to go double face stalker over
Yeah.
pressing the button here and getting another secret out.
I mean, it just pulls explosive.
Oh, fair enough.
So he's just trying to make the board difficult to try to hope that Hickit will trade into one of these minions and trigger the pack tactics that's awaiting on the side of Yachster.
I think I'd still like to get the other explosive out, but seems fine.
I like this play though too. Because maybe if you just play one of them, who knows if he still wants to trade. But this kind of like forces Hickit to now deal with these minions.
Yeah, things can get scary fast for the Paladin, even with a whole lot of healing in the Paladin deck.
And he's running the Dragon package too, so he's got how many Amber Watchers?
Yeah, two Amber Watchers in deck, so this Paladin list definitely runs quite a bit of healing.
Mm-hmm. It's like we're just
Hickit,
gonna coin out the
coining,
Truth.
True Seeker.
Or we're gonna trigger the pack tactics on the Leopard Gnome here. Okay. Yep, and then we'll coin out the Truth Seeker here. Try to soak up some of this damage. It actually does a pretty good job of soaking up this entire board right now.
A little bit surprised seeing open list to not have the attendant hit the phase stalker. Just to minimize more face damage, but again, knowing he does have quite a bit of healing, very likely this Dragon Tamer is able to die, which means he can draw the dragon and immediately heal.
Yep. And Hickit still knows that that's just that's the explosive trap over there. So
yeah, there's 3 total secrets in this open list for Yachster.
Yep, 2
explosive, 1 pack tactics. Already seen the pack tactics, knows this is guaranteed explosive, which means the 3/2 can kill the face stalker, the 2/2 can go face and die, thereby drawing the dragon and heal 8 with the dragon if Hickit chooses. Looks like he wants a different play.
I thought we could have went with the trade into the face stalker with the attendant, then send the red scale face and then play the Amber Watcher this turn.
You like my invention?
But this works too.
Yeah, I mean, that was the play I literally just got done describing.
Yeah. I got distracted by my dog, sorry.
You're fine. I sort of figured you weren't listening to me. It's fine. I'm used to not listening to you. These things happen.
What? Did you say something?
Nice.
Nice.
So enables Yachster to still push quite a bit of damage right here, but Hickit now, he's mousing over the Pride. How unafraid is Hickit right now of damage? You gotta play the Amber Watcher, right? Okay, maybe his mouse just got twitchy for a second. It's like, if you play that Pride, you're probably dying.
Yeah, there we go.
And again, knowing this other secret is explosive, there's no reason for this 5/2 to hit face and die and give Yachster another weapon charge. Things should be turning completely around in this game. It looks like the Paladin has stabilized on the back of 16 health from Amber Watchers.
Yeah, because this next one's coming down for sure this turn too. So
the debate would be whether or not Hickit feels like he needs to push 4 right now. Looks like he wants to. Taking a little bit of a chance here. Stealing the weapon is good, but leaves a small opening for Yachster.
So
open list, is there any possible way Yachster could actually kill him on 8 mana? Probably not from 11.
No, because not even kill command and unleash the hounds plus hero power is enough. That's only 10. So good play around from Hickit to know the full burst potential is only 10 this turn.
And there it is. This is going to end this game. Yachster knows it.
What minion do you think we're counting?
Oh, what a sporting guy. I like it. He didn't concede. He said, "Go ahead, take your pick of the lethal."
Yeah.
And well, the minion that earned it, right? The dragon that healed is the one that deals the lethal blow. There it is. Game 1 goes to Hickit with probably his best deck against the aggression. I mean, maybe now Warrior being Bomb Warrior is kind of 50-50. So I think Paladin most likely.
Like, have the RayC skipper package in it either. So
yeah,
there's very minimal armor gain in here. So yeah, I think he definitely lined up perfectly. Because sometimes, I mean, Demon Hunter has a chance too, but like the Face Hunter sometimes gets under that Demon Hunter real fast too.
Right. I mean, you absolutely have to draw the lifesteal weapon, or
You gotta
you're
draw
just
lifesteal weapon plus your board clears. There's a lot of draws that the Demon Hunter needs to keep up.
true. All right, so next up for Hickit, I expect we do probably see the Demon Hunter, though, because it is the other deck running Lifesteal against this hard aggro from Yachster.
I
From
like it.
Yachster, you think we just see Hunter again?
Hmm.
Maybe Shaman?
I think it's Shaman, right? Like if you, because Shaman just beats both, right? So, well, at least it beat both pre-nerf. It should still beat both post-nerf. So I would like to see the Shaman here from Yachtster, just to try to ensure this win here, and then after that, I think you run back the Hunter and then the Demon Hunter to end it.
Well, I think regardless, we are going to see a lot quicker games than we saw in our first round of games here, because Yachtster's decks are looking to end games quick.
He's smorking here for
Okay, and it is the Demon Hunter from Hickit, and Yachster is going right back with that Hunter.
All right, well, we keep the Warblades, and what else do we keep here from Hickit?
Can you see Yachster's hand?
No, I felt like I was playing this game for a second because
Yeah. Okay, it's not just me, because it says I'm spectating him, but I can't see his hand currently.
There's just a big confirm button. I can't see the other hand. I was like, wait a minute, did I queue into a game by accident? I don't even have this deck made.
I gotta fix it too, so I might have to restart. So.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe it's just a weird.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for the mull to end and see.
Okay, no, we cannot see.
Yep, time to leave spec.
Hi, folks. We're gonna respec and come back real quick. Well, I'll stay in while you guys respec, just to cast as you guys come in. Just see a hero power turn 1 here from Hickit. Looks like Yachter's gonna coin out. What do we got? Felmaw? Yep, Felmaw here from Yachter. Okay, still nothing to do here.
Okay, I've got Yachter's hand.
Okay.
He's holding 2 Leper Gnomes, a Pack Tactics, and a Kill Command.
Yeah, he coined out the Felmaw turn 1. Dope.
All right, Hickit with options here probably wants to play Chaos Strike, although reasonable to hold it with Warblades in hand just for attack buff for heal, which could be important. In which case, you know, it's even not too unreasonable to play a Mana Feeder just for tempo on board. Outside of that, just the hero power TLX, possibly setting up the turn 3 draw with Mana Feeder, or turn 3 Warblades. Turn 3 Warblades would guarantee that you get hit in the face for 5 instead of having a possible target for it to hit.
All right, and we go with the Wolpertinger over the second Leper Gnome here, just to spread out our board a little more here. Going wide.
Yeah, and Hickit mousing that Warblades first here, maybe just conceding to take the damage, and then thinks better of it. Going to play the Mana Feeder, clearing up this Leper Gnome, taking a little bit of damage. Second Warblade's pretty big find. He's got all 4 lifesteal charges in hand. And Face Maw does what it does, hit him in the face.
I also like clearing the Leper Gnome there over one of the Wolpertingers just for future like pack tactics things.
Yeah, for sure, makes sense.
Yeah.
And here comes the other Leper Gnome and, of course, the pack tactics.
So let's see what we want to do here from Hickit. We can do like Soul Shear, Chaos Strike, even just Warblades. $50-50 on explosive or pack tactics here for Hickit's knowledge of this secret.
Okay, gonna trigger the pack tactics. So a flex plan a little bit here. Maybe would have equipped the Warblades after the swing if this did not trigger. But since it did, out comes Soul Shear. Maybe planning a Warblades Chaos Strike for the next turn. Takes a little bit more damage off the board. Yachster top decking rifle. Play rifle.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the secret options are. One of those is main decked. He didn't pick it though. He pretty much snap picked that open the cages.
All right.
Okay, and no hesitation from Hickit.
Punch the Felmaw.
Job's done.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to trigger pack tactics and give him a leper gnome with more death rattle.
Mhm.
And you don't really feel like you can go face with the 5/4 on the board, so makes sense on Hicket's side.
A stalker. Okay.
Pack tactics immediately picked.
Yeah, and then
Passed on explosive twice there.
I mean, I'm okay with that because they're not going face for a while. I was more.
Yeah,
confused
well, you
about
know
their
that Face
face.
Stalker's also going to be able to pull it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Consume Magic looks solid here.
Yeah. But it's might look bad. I mean, he might try to swing into it afterwards, and then triggers the pact.
I grow impatient.
If he silences the pact tactic, summons a silence version of it, right? 3/3 silence version.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so out comes a Soul Shear. And just gonna wait, maybe?
Nope, we're
Nope.
tagging into it.
Hitting this minion, so there is a 3/3 with more damage death rattle.
Mm-hmm.
Hicket's in trouble.
Go to 8. We have
It's lethal.
6, 8, yeah. Yep, Knife Ender, Hero Power, Swing Face.
Could also kill Command him too.
Nah.
Oh, no Tor guide before the hero power? Okay, that's fine. We don't have to get fancy, it's fine.
What's up with the BM? Not me. No, I BM. You don't.
Alright, so there it is, 1-1. The Face Hunter gets through, goes face a bunch, and we are tied. What we have
1-1.
remaining for Yachster is his own aggro Demon Hunter and the Evolved Shaman.
Yeah.
And for Hickit, he is still down to that Demon Hunter and the Warrior.
I still think this is Evolved Shaman time for Yachster here. I mean, it should just beat both these decks, so why not just bring it in and try to take this win? I mean, I guess you could hold it in your back pocket too, knowing that it should beat both decks, so try to take the one that, you know, still should win, but has a lesser chance or like a lesser win rate against.
Yeah, and
Demon
I mean, sometimes though, like with what we saw from Hickit, I think he decided to bring Demon Hunter, anticipating Hunter might just come out again.
Mhm.
And Demon Hunter had the best chance in his remaining decks versus Face Hunter. Anticipating Demon Hunter, we might see Yachster go Shaman, which could prompt Hickit to actually shift to Warrior. Both players going a little bit differently than what you might have expected there. With the potential like Demon Hunter versus Shaman matchup, no, it's DH versus Warrior.
Yeah, and this should be DH favored here. This Warrior doesn't have the early board clears. I mean, Minefield is really it. Maybe he gets lucky with a Blade Storm, and there's not a whole lot of armor gain.
This is a really good hand though from Hickit. I mean, it's pretty much everything he wants to do. I think this is a full keep.
Maybe his only consideration is pitching one to try to find a brawl, but I mean, we got Cutting Class, we have an early removal, we have an early minion. Yep. Okay. So I think he probably
Cutting Class.
Like he probably thought what I was thinking there, to pitch the Cutting Class to try to find some early or an early brawl.
Well, finds card draw as well as armor gain, so looks pretty good on Hicket's side, all things considered, with the aggression he's anticipating from Yachster. Meanwhile, Yachster just jamming minions and sending them face.
And here's the Minefield.
5 health on board, 5 damage from Minefield. Just wait on some animations for a bit, and there go the minions.
Just be weapon, go face. Yeah,
I like the card that was highlighted yellow. Looked good.
Looked good to me.
All right, and then Hickit
We're gonna coin out the weapon here.
coining, yeah.
First bomb into the deck here. Yachster. Okay. So we go double 1 hero power? Is that what he's thinking here?
Let me work my magic.
Yeah.
Had the option to maybe play a Stilt Stepper and hope that it high rolls.
I like holding the Still Stepper for another turn. I mean, we can just play the other Dreadlords next turn.
Now, I mean, there's not even any gracious in Yachster's decks, so there is an extremely high chance that Still Stepper pulls a playable card on the next turn. There's only 2 skulls and 1 Still Stepper left in the deck that are
But
unplayable with
I'm
the
going to
Still
be
Stepper
honest
on the
with
next
you.
turn.
If he pulls a skull off of this, I don't think he cares that much.
Yeah, you're not that sad about it because
Yeah.
kinda good to be able to play Skull soon.
Oh, I just found my skull? Sweet. I don't care that I don't get the extra 4 damage.
I think Hickit wants to hold the swing here, given he's holding upgrade. Although he does have cash, which maybe informs swinging, but cash is quite a bit slower because it's a lot of mana you need to spend
A
before that
Worthy
second weapon
or
comes down.
unworthy.
Nope, just double wrench caliber, no other weapons. Sometimes just random one of bulwarks.
Time is fleeting.
It's just debating on whether or not it makes sense to swing. I think he will decide on not swinging, and he does.
Crimson Sigil Runner's a good top deck here to start. Twin Slice.
Okay, can play the weapon as well and clear up the board completely. Wants to ignore the minion maybe, leave the 3/1 behind and just push face damage.
Yeah, if we're Twin Slicing here, we're definitely ignoring this minion. Yep. Okay.
And Hickit down to 18.
We do have one of the few armor gain cards, excess armor gain cards in hand though for Hickit.
Yeah,
He's got
Hickit's holding
somewhat good.
draw 3 and gain 5 armor. Seems pretty good.
Draw 2, Galakron, and the other cache. So only one of those caches will pull something.
At least one of them is already a dead card, yeah. The other one might become a dead card if he elects to shield block. Gonna clear out this minion shield block. He's really hoping to not draw wrench, I'm sure, off of this.
Okay, no wrench. Alright. Still Stepper time.
Now the Stepper comes out, and it is a guarantee to find a playable card other than Skull.
Other than Skull. Okay,
Yeah.
Spectre Fight. Other Twin Slice. Oh.
That's a lot of damage.
Game Pariah too. Can get out of hand real fast with these Twin Slices in hand.
Yeah. Just a ton of aggression, and Hickit
Storm.
once again down low.
That's a good pickup here. Blade Storm into Quartermaster here.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. Especially with the Galakron follow-up. Playing the Quartermaster first is a bit surprising.
This will break your
Okay. Guess we don't Blade Storm now? We're still gonna Blade Storm?
Maybe a emote and oops afterwards. I'm not sure what lackey he was necessarily looking for. That
Lackey. If you got
made
shoot
him-
Lackey, I can see just shooting
Yeah.
and hero powering, so that's pretty good.
yeah, it's somewhat reasonable. It's not like the 1 additional health tick on the Quartermaster is going to matter that much.
Alright, let's start the growth of this Pariah. Mana burn.
Very interesting inclusion in this deck, the Pariah. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I have not. I've only ever seen it in duels, this card. I've never seen it played anywhere else. Alright, go face. Let's see what Hickit can do to respond to this board. Might not seem that threatening, but this Pariah gains +3/+3, so if that sticks around, we're looking at 6, 10, 12 damage, 13 damage from 14 damage from Yachster next turn.
I mean, there's always the option of just trading the minion into the Divine Shield, playing Barov and taunting Barov.
Yeah.
Just to guarantee that no minion gets through on the board. Wants to cash for a wrench, still looking for that taunt then. Gets to weave in the hero power and gain some more armor. I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Back at a somewhat comfortable 16.
Somewhat comfortable 16. Like that.
And yachster is not paying attention to any minions unless they have taunt. The rest is going face.
Not even a chain. Yeah. Top side at 3, outside of the skull.
Okay. So Deathwing does clear up this whole board.
Yep.
A 12 attack minion is not something that feels all that safe to ignore.
Oh,
A yachster holding still quite a bit of damage.
I mean, we got 6-8. We can do
Could set him
8
to 4 if he wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably holding back this twin slice. Really was hoping for skull though, because now all of a sudden yachster is in a very uncommon position. Hickit holding armor gain card. Maybe just wants to use the Galakron hero power to clear this, or planning on a shield slam. Yeah, probably a shield slam.
Yeah. You're not taking the extra damage. You're 100% shield slam.
I was just thinking at first because I saw him not like going hero power then Galakron, just for max armor gain. Now favoring a wrench instead. So hero power single shield slam. Feeling like he's safe on 10. And yachster's definitely going to die next turn.
Yeah.
So yachster's got to kill him now.
Skull or bust? Nah, not enough.
Not a skull. That's game over.
Gonna do it for this demon hunter.
And it's just the 12-3 Deathwing that survived that big board clear that carries this for Hickit. And that is a huge win for Hickit, getting the Bomb Warrior over such an aggressive deck and picking up that other win.
Yeah, an interesting 30 for sure. So is the core card, but there's no outrees and no readers, so none of that extra burst / draw in the early game. I mean, I guess we do have the Spectral Sight over the Voracious readers, but
yeah, pretty interesting list, all things considered, for yachster. Again, as mentioned before to start the stream, or start their match, this was a rollover from previous week, so he may have made different decisions without, being forced to play the rollover.
I mean, who's their captain? Letting their player.
Yeah, I blame the captain.
I blame the captain.
All right, so it's Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter. Yachster goes right back with that aggro DH, and Hickit with his final deck, the Soul DH.
For those at home who don't know who the captain is, it is our Op of the Night, Saku, the legendary Hall of Famer, who is currently ignoring us.
Saku,
Oh,
because
there
he
he is.
didn't coach his dang player.
Yeah.
Make sure he put his deck list in, but he hit the button and it didn't work.
Well, tell him to hit it again.
I know.
Wait, we sure Wangor didn't come in and
Blame the button.
Sabotage
Yeah,
his most
him.
click, and
Yeah.
see if that was the case, and Wangor probably would have snuck in Priest somehow, some way.
Oh, true. So okay, so we can probably safely assume no sabotage here.
Exceptional start for Hickit. Mana burn notwithstanding, this Mystic being picked up after already having a Jailer on 1 to put frags in deck is really nice as the Soul DH.
And we can coin it out if this board gets too crazy on this turn here.
Yeah, there's not much need to coin hero power clear this right now when
Well, I
Mystic
meant
just clears up a board next turn. But Hickit does just want to coin this hero power. Clear up the minion. Maybe just planning on the Mana Feeder draw instead, because he does really need to find the Lifesteal weapon as well for this matchup.
Maybe a Chaos Strike draw or play instead now.
Although, yeah, there's the punish for Hickit using the coin. He was always going to be taking 3 from that minion, and now he does not have the ability to clear up this entire board until next turn.
Yeah.
Meaning
Okay.
here comes the Mana Feeder. Takes a little bit more damage now.
Another Chaos Strike. I'm yachster. Guess we're just gonna trade, play the.
Oh,
or
this
trade-
is fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Hero power and hit the minion, then use the Dreadlord's Bite to clear it up. pushes as much damage as possible, keeps
Okay.
the max amount of
Social
charges.
Up here. Allows us not to use our Mystic.
Yep.
Oh, frag. Okay. So no more frags in deck? Yes.
No, there's 3 frags in deck.
3. Oh, yeah, Soulshare. Duh.
Soulshare put 2 in, and
Spirit
the Jailer put 2 in.
Spectral Sight. Battle Friend.
Here comes the Horror for a little bit of a buff, a little bit more damage pushed, and this is probably good enough for Mystic to come down. Oh, there's a Warblades. That's huge. You don't have to play Mystic actually anymore because you are also holding Consume Magic.
So what do you want to do? You want to Consume Magic Warblade's Hero Power?
Chaos Strike Warblades is also like perfectly fine.
Another frag down to 2 in deck.
Another frag drawn. Bladed Lady. Wow, the setup is
Come down next turn.
insane for Hickit now. Yeah, I think I really want to see this Warblades come down, so then the only logical target is just hitting that Battle Friend.
Job's done.
You've got a Battle Friend too.
Which he does. And yeah, just hanging out at 21. Yachster's draws are awkward. He really needs to find that skull.
Boo. Shoot your own 4-1 with it. No, I'm just kidding.
This looks brutal for Yachster at this point. Hickit has all the answers. This is going to be big healing if he wants to take it.
He might be thinking about Consume Magic and Sharp
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah, it doesn't even need the healing yet.
Nope.
Because you're thinking you're probably not dead on 12 with 1 card in hand for your opponent. And then next turn could be double Relentless plus a Bladed Lady, and that locks out the game almost completely.
No.
This Pariah pickup is horrible for Yachster.
I mean, anything that wasn't Skull or
Yeah.
draw was just bad.
True.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
so-
it wins
okay. This locks up this game.
Yeah.
There's
think-
like creative setups for Il'gynoth, but honestly, all you have to do is play your attack buff cards and you win.
Yeah. You even hold the second Relentless Pursuit and just go Twin Slice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this.
Yep, Twin Slice, Second Slice, Hero Power, Bladed Lady.
Just a tiny bit more healing now.
Hmm.
Every little bit could potentially be relevant, but the main important thing, you hit him for a lot of damage, you gain a lot of health, you put a 6/6 on the board, and
go.
really, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yachster acknowledges it, I think, already, that this is
Yeah.
over.
Man can't draw a skull to save his life. Oh, misorder.
Hey, he finally found the skull.
Yeah. I mean, Yasha's gonna play it out. He doesn't know if Hickit has the burst damage or not, but as we can see, the Relentless Pursuit and the Kane Sun Fury will close this game out and give Hickit the 3-1 victory here.
Hickit's choosing his lethal right now. I hope it's Kane.
It's maybe we gotta swing first. Ah, too early.
As long as you close out with Found You, I'm happy. Oh
Nope.
man. All right.
He
That's
didn't
fine.
do it. I know interview.
Gives it the well played, nicely done, and yeah, Hickit takes that 3-1. Just really surviving the reckless aggro, it seems, from Yachster, and those draws just really dried up quick. Never finding Skull until it was far too late.
Let's see if we can get an interview with Hickit there.
All right. I don't want to. He beat me bad week 1 in Legacy. I don't want to talk to him. Oh, good. Ron, you got this, buddy.
Yeah, he's just gonna grab his headset. So
Cool. Is that the first game of that series?
nope. It's we're on. This was game
Third
3. We have Corrupted Clown Fiesta right now, 8-1 before this game.
So now it's 5-9. So that's a big.
Yeah, really important victory for Hickit there for his team, because that would have put the week out of reach
Yeah.
for the Sushi Rats were it not for the captain coming in clutch. So nicely done.
Yeah, down to Griff and Sprinkle there to try to either tie up the series somehow or win the series there. So Griff taking on Wangor and Sprinkle taking on Phoenix.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, but there was word from Hickit that there may be a sub Sprinkle.
Okay.
Shall see.
Live news feed from the captain of Corrupted Clown Fiesta himself.
Yep.
Hey.
Hicket's ready to go. And he
Is that a raccoon wearing a party hat?
It is.
Picture? That's awesome.
I have to ask him if
Nice.
he's Canadian. Hey Hickit, thanks for joining us. And congrats on the win tonight versus my player, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big clutch win there, being down 8-1 in the series. If you had lost that series, it would have basically locked up the week for Corrupted Clown Fiesta. So, what better than the captain leading by example and taking the big 3-1 victory? Congrats.
Thank you. It's kind of funny because, well, I'm the captain for THL. Money Pockets is actually our captain. We're a TESPA team, so it
Oh,
feels a bit
cool,
weird
okay.
to be called the captain of this crew.
The quasi captain, the
Yeah.
co-captain.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, really nicely done. Well navigated in those games. That was a lot of aggro you saw from yachster. What were you thinking about going into this match?
I hope I win, but if I lose, at least it'll be quick.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, only about 30 minutes for all 4 games total.
Yeah. Sorry you guys had to wait a little while. We had like an hour and a half match in the first one, and then you guys would race through it with like a 30-minute 4-game series. Pretty solid. I was looking at like some of these lineups here, and Yachster's Demon Hunter was very interesting, but good job on dodging his drawing skull. I think that was super important in in that matchup, especially. But I really liked a lot of the ways that you navigated those turns, just kind of maneuvering around the burst and trying to set up either your armor or life gain just right to make sure that he couldn't kill you. One of the more interesting ones jumped out to me in game 1. I think you left yourself at like 11 health against the hunter as paladin early, choosing to not play the dragon and go face. Of course, it's open list. So were you out there just doing the math, making sure there's no possible way he kills me?
Are you referring to when I played Sticky Finger, or you another turn?
Yeah, it was a turn that you played Sticky Finger. You were out of full burst potential because his full burst was 10 and you were at 11.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you could have healed 8, but instead you took the 3 attack weapon.
Yeah, I just wanted the weapon.
Solid. Okay. Okay.
I knew he couldn't do anything once I had that weapon. So, and I was already approaching lethal range just with my board. So
Yeah, because we actually calculated it, and his max damage was Hound's kill command button, which did 10, and you're at 11. And we were like, wow, that was really nice that he's like, okay, he's one off of any possible way of killing me, so I'm going to do this instead.
And here Hickit is, I just wanted the weapon.
Yeah, Hickit's like, no, I saw a weapon, give me that.
yeah, I
love
was thinking a bit more aggressively there.
I like it. I'm here for it. I support that. Any shout outs that you want to give while we have you on stream, or just overall comments about the match in general?
No, not really. Go follow Miami Esports on Twitter. We're getting close to 2K.
Nice.
And then I think that's it. I don't have much to say.
Awesome. Well played again. Congratulations on your win. Good luck to. Okay. Let me not say good luck to your team actually, because Saku might get mad at me. I'll just say good luck to your team throughout the season.
I'm an impartial party here, so it's okay.
Nice. But yeah, good luck to you and your team throughout the season, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more of you on stream.
Thank you.
Any last words for him, Tuna? Complimenting the profile pic. I love the raccoon in the hat.
Yeah. You wanted to ask if he was Canadian because of his profile pic?
Yeah, because some raccoons around here wear party hats because they're
I
The old
I
good Brits.
sadly am not Canadian. I am actually Russian. So
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Even worse. No, I'm just kidding.
Tune out here. Always looking to make some enemies.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm
stuff.
Lithuanian. I'm not supposed to like Russian. It's just in my blood, right? Like, it's not-
Yeah, touche.
That's too funny. Thanks again, Hickit, for one jumping on stream so quickly and then and joining us tonight to be on stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Take care.
For your
Yep.
evening.
See ya.
Well, folks. The Throwdown, Showdown, Do is all wrapped up for the night.
Oh, he's bringing it back, the do-si-do.
I brought back the Do only because he called it out. So I had to. We already had the 2 matches for you, but man, were they exciting and fun matches. You know, we got one game 5, a game 4, some very, very well navigated plays there from all 4 players tonight. And you know, what more could you ask for a nice, relaxing Thursday night before your final day of work tomorrow?
Absolutely. All I gotta say is I need more Lore Walker Cho.
Need more show in your life. If you catch Ron's pro deck list next week, there will be a surprise guest appearance of 4 Low Walker Chos, probably.
Make it happen, THL. Give me some Cho. I need some Cho.
But any final words, Ron?
Yeah, just fun matches. Glad to be here with you guys as always. Love to see Game 5. We had a quick one too, which is a nice follow-up to a long one. So we kind of ran the whole range of like everything that we want to see. And excited to see you guys next week for Thursday Throwdown. And of course, I know Saku or Tuna will probably give us a rundown of upcoming shows for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I believe Saku's got some special details about
God,
Friday night
there's-
tomorrow, special casting crew and some
Yeah,
hooligan.
there's
stuff like
so much going on right now. It's Friday night is the Corrupted Clown Fiesta is going to take over for the 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. because we have Corden is playing for Corden who's playing. This is Legacy, so Corden who's playing for standard THL Degenerates, and we got Phoenix, which is Stubbs of Prey. We're gonna have Wengor and Yachster come in, hopping to do some casting. So it's gonna be pretty funny. So there's definitely gonna be trash talk and a lot of emotes floating back and forth between Phoenix and Corden.
Nice.
Yeah, probably some trash talking between the casters themselves,
Easy,
living
'cause they're
down the
brothers,
hall
yes.
from each other. Yeah.
They're brothers, so that's the other added bonus, and then they have their captain who's back and watch the fireworks. But at 9 p.m. we're gonna have the BGs, which is gonna be cast by Corden and Dr. Fish. We have another Legacy series, noob named Donde from Hot Zil Skittles.
Oh, at least one
Silver
player.
Conference. Exactly,
Goodness.
at least one.
Nice.
Saturday is what?
There is one. I know there's a Saturday night match. I don't know about Schoolstone on Saturday.
Schoolstone is good. Mad crazy matches. Get that for Saturday. Schoolstone at 3 p.m. We got Darter versus Hat and Legacy. We got Molestar versus Snake Fods. Pro Series at 4 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday we have 3 matches at 3 p.m. We have Rebops and PWE. Sounds like a Pro Series match. Then we have the wildly talented Chewbacca versus Saku at 4 p.m. And that's a Legacy
Nice.
match.
All times are Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
Yeah, all Eastern, and then we have 5 p.m. Eastern, Base Dink versus so that's a Pro Series match.
Oh, that's extra hype.
Yeah. There's
So
a lot of
that's-
good matches on Schoolstone this week.
That Schoolstone is just sweeping up a bunch of stuff. So now Sunday is going to be the finals of round 2 of the BGs, and that have listed so far, but there is an opening for any match.
Yep.
So if he's interested, into the DMs of myself, get you on there.
Yeah, and then Salty Saturday has one match so far. They're looking for a 10 p.m. match as well. Their one match is at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is the legendary 4C G-Kick himself taking taking on some bum named BrushyTuna in a legacy match.
Sounds like a bum for sure. G-Kick's definitely taking this one.
For sure. 100% G-Kick 3-0.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun-packed, wild weekend, that's for sure. So.
Yeah, and then we return Monday with Around the Saloon with a special guest that was not originally on the list of rotation of people coming on, trying to take down Icicles to see if Icicles three-peats or if the special guest crew can come in and end his reign of terror.
Is there any hint? Have a hint?
Let's see.
I mean, did they already put it in content announcements?
They said, he just said special guest.
Okay. So
Okay. Yeah, let's not reveal it.
It's me, Mario.
Mario. Yeah. Yeah, Mako has not posted who the special guest is, so make sure to tune into that 9 p.m. Eastern, see who the special guest is, and see if the man of the people, the Reddit king himself, Icicles, will three-peat or not.
That's right. The Reddit champion.
Yep.
DHL. If he's seen it, Reddit, he's
Yep.
a champion.
Oh my goodness, Saku.
Well played.
All right, I guess on that note, we're gonna call it a night, folks. It's
Yeah, that'll have to do it for Thursday night showdown.
Throwdown.
This is a showdown.
Showdown.
Throwdown.
Show.
Throw.
Lord
yes,
Keeper
the
showdown.
The golden
No,
showdown.
I'm purposely saying throwdown.
No, it's showdown. I'm changing the title now. So.
All right.
Yeah, it's Thursday, Lord Keeper showdown.
All right, folks. Y'all have a wonderful night. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'll
your
be
weekend.
all safe.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.